Hey gang, it's JC and this is your Daily Dose for Friday, June 18th, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. You can now subscribe to the audio of the Daily Dose right there at the, over there. Okay, iTunes, hit that icon. And of course we have stuff at the top of the page. I'm in a pool, you know. They pulled the plug on the show about, 8 months ago, and it's humiliating. It's just terrible. It's the not having to go to work every day and instead have to come and float in this pool in 100-degree temperatures. It's awful. It's terrible. Come on, what would you do? Anyhow, archives anytime at the top of the page there. Just hit the menu bar. And, of course, Dave Murray's weather forecast. Now, here every day on the Daily Dose, here on jc'sdailydose.com. All right, let's get to the news. Missouri Congressman Todd Akin is introducing legislation to ban a display of human body parts at the Galleria. Local officials were shocked when they learned Todd Akin introduced a piece of legislation. Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart married on Tuesday. Callista's wedding ring fit perfectly around her waist. The Lakers beat the Celtics last night in Game 7 to win the NBA championship. Rowdy fans got drunk and crazy after the game and overturned Jack Nicholson. The Lakers had to come from behind, and really, when you're talking about coming from behind, who knows more about that than Kobe Bryant? Yeah! Bill O'Reilly and Glenn Beck together on stage in St. Louis tomorrow night. It's going to take the janitors at the Chaffetz Arena a month to get that old people smell out of the place. And now I think we know where Southwest Airlines was shipping those 60 human heads. Yesterday, the Supreme Court ruled unanimously, by the way, that if your employer is providing you with a cell phone, they can read any text or email you send or receive on that phone. So text your wife that you want her to do some of those things you saw in Californication on your own phone. The Lowen family, Lindsay Lowen, she's a train wreck. The mother's crazy. The father is estranged and in and out of jail. And are you familiar with the Carvel ice cream? I think they had some here in the St. Louis area a while back, but I don't think there are any here now. But it's like an ice cream cake place, and they're really big on the East Coast. And so apparently the Carvel people gave these little, the equivalent of a credit card to a bunch of media celebrities and movie stars and said, just sometimes, come on into our place and we'll give you a free cake. Well, apparently Lindsay Lohan's mother has been abusing that and going in there like twice a day to get an ice cream cake. So yesterday they wouldn't give her any ice cream cakes, and so the police were called. There were police helicopters buzzing around. This family is creating new ways of getting in trouble and getting on TV. David Spade, Saturday Night Live. By all accounts, he has nailed Lara Flynn Boyle, Heather Locklear, two of the Desperate Housewives, Nicolette Sheridan and Terry Hatcher, plus Playboy's Jillian Grace. And now the rumor is that he is nailing Top Chef host Padma Lakshmi from those commercials where she eats the hamburger and it falls over her legs and everything like that. And, Joe Dirt would be very proud of that. And, David Spade nailing Lara Flynn Boyle. In the meantime, his buddy from Saturday Night Live, Rob Schneider, hoping to get a little action from Susan Boyle. People thought they had caught Justin Bieber. There's always like one of these teen heartthrob, 14, 15, 16-year-old kids. Leif Garrett, Sean Cassidy, Bobby Sherman. Easy come and easy go. So Justin Bieber, they thought that they had caught him drinking illegally at a bar in Maryland. It turns out it was a 27-year-old lesbian woman. There is an entire website dedicated to people who have hair like Justin Bieber. And if you think I'm kidding, go to lesbianswholoookjustlikeBieber.com. Would I kid you about that? All right, the people at Consumer Reports don't mess around. They cannot be had. They don't accept advertising. And if something, a product or something like that stinks, they let you know about it. It turns out that Consumer Reports is saying there is great Chardonnay wine available at 7-Eleven for $5, something called Yosemite Road. They say, try it. You won't be able to tell the difference between that and the stuff you pay a lot of money for. An outfit by the name of American Customer Satisfaction. They run an index, basically, that determines what the most popular products, goods, and services and stuff are. And they just finished a survey on the favorite limited service restaurants. And at number 10 is McDonald's, Burger King at 9, Taco Bell, KFC, Domino's Pizza, Wendy's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, Starbucks, and number 1, Papa John's. All right, the new Betty White sitcom premiered Wednesday night. Record numbers for TV land. NBC, by the way, running the Betty White Saturday Night Live over the weekend. And I've told you about this before. Tomorrow night on HBO Signature, for those of you who have satellite and cable and stuff like that, Baby Mama. Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Steve Martin, Greg Kinnear. Dax Shepard steals every scene he's in. The movie is friggin' hilarious. Baby Mama tomorrow night on cable. When I was a kid, I wasn't a great student, and I don't think I appreciated history class, but I loved the TV show Biography, and Mike Wallace was the host, and it was on film and real grainy and everything, but I loved it. You would read, I was supposed to read, but you would learn about great historical figures like Winston Churchill and Jonas Salk and Thomas Edison. This weekend, A&E, which now runs Biography, is featuring Pee Wee Herman and Weird Al Yankovic. I understand there's an upcoming show of the two guys who played the scab Dukes of Hazzard when the real Dukes were having contract trouble. All right, birthdays this weekend. Everybody's got a birthday this weekend. Paul McCartney, 68. Roger Ebert, 68. Paula Abdul, 48. Ann Wilson of Heart, 60. I threw this one in. Remember the chick who played Ferris Bueller's girlfriend in the movie? Mia Sara? I mean, she was in that movie, and she was really good. And she was in a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie a couple of years later. And if she's been in anything else, I haven't seen it. She's 43 this weekend. Nicole Kidman, 43. John Goodman. Let me just tell you something. John, you look great. I'm so proud of you. A lot of us were very, very worried about you for a very long time, and we felt helpless, because I think we all knew that you had to do it yourself, and you have. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations, John, having birthday number 58 this weekend. Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, amazingly, still alive at 68. Bob Vila, one of my heroes from This Old House and Home Again, 64 years old. John Mahoney, Frasier, the Brothers McMullen, Annette Bening's boss and the American President. The guy, I don't think he's ever given a bad performance. 70 years old this weekend, and it was 8 years ago today that we lost Jack Buck. All right, JC's Video Village is all being updated on Monday. In the meantime, Corbin Burnson and Priscilla Presley from 1988, The Wayback Machine, a 1988 TV commercial with Franco Pinion. Not necessarily the news, features Albert Pujols and Jose Oquendo. JC's Eye Candy today. Katy Perry, very hot in the music business right now in pop music. She sang that song, I Kissed a Girl. She was on stage the other night and almost gave it all away. And I am telling you, almost gave it all away. I'm not talking about those big titties either. Wait till you see this picture, JC's Eye Candy today. If I have to tell you, that's disgraceful, but it is Father's Day this weekend. Do something nice for Dad. Coming up on Monday, how dangerous is your favorite summer activity? And it turns out you can buy a real working lightsaber. Carl? In the meantime, that's it. JC's Daily Dose for Friday. What did I say? June 18th. I got to go. There's water here. This is a pool. I don't have a radio show, but I got a pool. Nice going, guys. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.